Welcome to Healthy Knees for You, where we will share the secrets, the steps, and the savvy for you to reduce or eliminate your knee pain so that you can live life to the fullest. This is episode number 3, the biggest mistake in strength training for your knee. This is episode number 3, the biggest mistake in strength training for your knee. So today, of course, we'll cover the mistake, and then number 2, what you need to do to avoid it, and 3, the right way to strength train your knee. Okay, are you ready? Dun, dun, dun. The biggest mistake that people make is they only focus on the muscles that are the primary mover of the knee. That's your quadriceps and your hamstrings. Your quadriceps, let me just back up a little bit here, are the muscles that straighten your knee, and your hamstrings are the muscles that bend your knee. Okay? Quads straighten, hamstrings bend. But by focusing only on those 2 muscle groups in your thigh, you are missing out on all the other parts that you need to do in order to strengthen and stabilize the entire lower kinetic chain. Because when you strengthen and stabilize the whole lower kinetic chain, you'll overcome the weaknesses that may be causing compensating movements or actually causing your pain. Okay, let me explain. Now, you'll find in our Healthy Knees Formula program that we specifically teach you how to make your knees stronger by doing exactly this, training the whole lower kinetic chain. All right, now that you know the biggest mistake, let's talk about how to avoid the mistake by training the entire lower kinetic chain. So what am I talking about? Okay, the kinetic chain means it is the successively arranged joints where the end moves freely. So for your lower kinetic chain, your foot moves freely, and your foot is connected to your lower leg by your ankle. Your lower leg is connected to your upper leg by your knee. Your upper leg is connected to your pelvis by your hip joint, and your pelvis is connected to your spine by your sacroiliac joint. And that is the lower kinetic chain. Now, just for balance, here's the upper kinetic chain. What moves freely in the upper kinetic chain? Your hand. So your hand is connected to your lower arm by your wrist. Your forearm is connected to your upper arm by your elbow. Your upper arm is connected to your shoulder or your upper body by your shoulder. And then your shoulder is connected into your spine. So you get the idea. You've got your upper kinetic chain here and your lower kinetic chain spine to your feet here. Now that you know about this whole chain, I want to talk about the third most important part of this, why the knee is about more than just the knee. So your knee is dependent upon the correct alignment of itself and the other joints in the kinetic chain. If one or more of those joints is out of alignment, either because of bone or muscle issues, it'll affect the knee. And your knee pain might be caused by the knee, or it might be caused by something else going along in that kinetic chain. Okay, so just take a look at this. If you are in good alignment, so you're pretty straight from your feet to your ankles, to your knees, to your hips, to your spine. If your hips are out of place, that's going to affect your spine and your leg. And so now you've got essentially a little shorter leg. Do you think that might affect your knee? Yes. Let's say your ankle is rolling in. So if your ankle is rolling in, that's going to also affect your knee alignment, right? And let's say you've got a knee thing going on. Like my knee used to be very knock-kneed because of the compression that was happening in the outside of the knee. So that was getting closer together, forced my knee in. Guess who had hip and back problems? Me. Yes, I did, because I was out of whack in this whole lower kinetic chain. So once you understand that you want to train from feet to core, then you are on the right track with helping your knee to get stronger. Now, the cool thing is, in the Healthy Knees Formula program that we've put together for you, we do all of that planning for you to make sure that you are working on feet to core in order to make your knee stronger. Okay, what I hope is that I will see you every week here on Healthy Knees for You. You can subscribe somewhere below here to make sure that you don't miss out on each thing. You can go to healthykneescoach.com to find out more information about our programming. And I invite you to join us each week. We'll have a conversation about knees. You'll learn some tips and methods that are going to help your knees stay healthy and happy. I'm so looking forward to our time next week. I'll see you then. Okay, so what is the lower kinetic chain? It is the successfully arranged, let me try that again. Let's move on. So your lower kinetic chain is successively arranged joints. Let me show you. So your lower kinetic chain are successfully, I can't say that, your quads and your glutes are